Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, and as you can see it will be a Thavas deck build. Before we begin, I would like to thank Crushing the Meta for sending their link last time, and naturally I'll do the same. If you haven't seen them, please check them out. They bring great deck builds and other trivia about Vanguard, and I highly recommend you to go and see what they're up about. So back to the deck build. First of all, we have 4 Thavas, one who surpasses the storm. His skill is GB2 when this unit attacks Vanguard. If this is the 4th battle of that turn or more, this unit gets +1 critical and no grade 0s. His on-stride skill is when you're during your turn, when your G unit strides, choose one of your Vanguards, and until the end of turn this unit gets when this unit attacks. If it's the 4th battle of that turn, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So he's a great card, and you know, he's the main card of the deck. So as a support card, I play Blue Storm Marine General Zaharias. He's a Legion, and his skill is Cardinal Blast 1. When this unit drive check reveals a card with the same one as unit on your Vanguard. If this unit is Legion, you may pay a cost. If you do, choose up to 2 of your rear guards and stand them, and they get plus 5,000. It's pretty good if you don't want to stride yet, and to return some triggers back to the deck. Next up, for the grade 2s, I have 3 Battle Siren Adelaide. She's a Glimmer Breath clone, so GB1, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1. When this unit is placed on rearguard and you have a grade 3 with Thavas in its card name, she gets plus 2,000, and at the end of the unit turn of this unit attack the Vanguard, restand her. Which is pretty handy to get that extra turn in. Next up, 3 Kelpie Rider Dennis, to go with the Kelpie Rider theme of the deck, because you know, lore wise he is leader of the Kelpie squad, and 10k is always pretty good to have that extra hitting power. Next up, 2 High Tide Snipers. His skill is GB1, Soul Blast 1 when this unit attacks. If it's the 3rd battle of that turn or more, he gets plus 10,000, which is really to bring some pressure to your opponent. Then 1 Hydro Hammer Sailor. This is actually just in here, you know, for some defense. I could easily swap this out for another Adelaide, a Restander, or something else. Same with High Tide Sniper. We could change it with Tidal Assault or Magnum Assault. Doesn't really matter, but for now this is in for defensive capabilities. And last but not least, Blue Storm Marine General Yanis. Of course we have Zaharias, so we need to have the other one. And his skill is when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, if it's the 3rd battle, draw a card. So it could be useful if you don't have High Tide Sniper on the field. You could get some draw power in. Next up, Battle Siren Melania. She has a wave ability, and it is Counter Blast 1 when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Thavas, you may pay the cost. If you do, draw a card, and this unit gets plus 5,000, and she has resist. Then I have 4 of the standard Perfect Guard, because I do like defending for my units, like High Tide Sniper or other units, when they are of use to me still. And this deck doesn't really need that much counterblast. So then 3 Kelpie Rider Nickies, the Stride Helper naturally, and 4 Kelpie Rider Polos, because Marco Polo. Next up, the trigger lineup. 1 Kelpie Rider Mitros. His skill is wave 3rd time or more. Put this unit in soul when your Vanguard attacks if you have a grade 3 or greater with Thavas. If you do, search the deck for up to 1 grade 3 with Thavas in its card name, call it the rear guard, and at the end of the turn you can return it to your hand. It's perfect to get your extra Thavas in hand for stride if you don't have any Nickies, or whichever suits your needs. If it's something to risk a perfect guard on, you know, extra Thavas in hand is always useful. Then 4 heals, pretty basic. 4 crits with the Thavas power boost. 2 crits Bubble Bazooka, nothing special. For stance, with the GB1 skill, at the end of the battle that this unit attacked, choose one of your other rearguards and you may exchange positions. That's just to get through the turns. And then 2 other stands. Keen-Eyed Seahorse Soldier. Now for the strides, we use 4 Marine General of the Heavenly Scales Tileboard Dragon. Basically because, yeah, we still don't have that many strides for the deck. But his skill is when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, if it's the 3rd battle of that turn or more, draw a card. And choose up to 1 card from your hand and call it the rearguard. That skill is pretty handy if you want to get another attack and you don't have to call it immediately. It's pretty good as a first stride. 1 Marine General of Heavenly Silk Aristotle. He has a wave skill, 3rd or more. Counterblast 1 when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If you do, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and retire it. It's just to get some, field pressure on it, just to limit your opponent's abilities. Always handy. 1 Marine General of Heavenly Silk Socrates. Skill is Counterblast 1 when this unit attacks a Vanguard. If it's the 3rd battle of that turn or more. If you do, that unit gets plus 5,000. Yeah, that's just some extra power. But that's not that handy. But usually, if you need that extra power. And then 2 Storm Dominator Commander Thavas. We still haven't found any actual Thavases, so for now it's just the sample, sadly. But the skill is, once per turn, choose a face-on card named Thavas from your G-Zone and turn it face up. Choose up to 1 of your rearguards, and until of turn it gets plus 5,000, and this unit can attack from the back row. And this unit gets GB3 wave 4th time only. And when this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose 3 of your opponent's rearguards, and your opponent chooses 1 of the rearguards and retires them. So once again, field control, getting your units to attack from the back row, which could usually be Dennis if you have him in hand. And Thavas is after all a very good card, and a pretty card at that. So that's the deck build. I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, thank you for watching, and thank you Crushing the Meta. The link will be down below. See you guys next time.